EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Don't jump, ready? 3 nice.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And the Jets first down.
Here we go, Smite. 551, slow, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That second down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. To throw is Fields. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
25-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Fields. To the left side, he's got the tight end Taylor. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
It's a gain
A
of
huge play there for the Jets. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Here we go.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go, son. 58, here's that. Out, let's go. Right.
Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. And Folk's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? The offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Pushes him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired.
Yeah, maybe he should have tacked out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out to say, let's get 30.
Not one that I've ever met.
First down, Jets.
From the 50, here's Fields. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. He's got room to roam. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to stretch out their lead. Folk connects on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Ravens 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing is working pretty well. They go back out there to the same.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point splits the uprights, and it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's going to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
A gain of only a yard.
Here's Jackson. And he is caught. Well, the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's good.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
13. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 3 yards out. And the Ravens take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Don't jump. Ready? 319, there's nothing. Extend.
Fields now to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. This completes a Corley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Jets.
Here we go, son.
Out of the gun, Fields. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
New York.
Back to throw, Fields. That one taken in by Corley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
An 8-yard gain.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
At the Ravens' 44-yard.
Here's Fields. Free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey,
A final shot before the break. Fields. Past the 20. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now 2nd and 9.
And not
a whole lot to speak of there as they bring him down shy of the 20. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Jackson. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jets, 17.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. 551.
Now Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 319.
To throw is Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, 42 yards. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Jets 23.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gas, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Brings up second down.
Now Jackson rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, middle.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 28.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Jackson now. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Jets 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they'll have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To Brees Hall. A gain of 13 yards. And the Jets 1st down.
Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down at the Ravens.
Here's Fields. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. You got a mini base. Why not?
Fields now to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run with Hall. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And Audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Out of the gun, Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10. Their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him at the 12. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
From the gun, here's Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Jets 30.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. Right side, he has Johnston. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. That is intercepted at the goal line. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now it's Fields. Caught Bateman. Able to get out across the 40-yard line, so a spectacular play to begin this drive.
First down, the Jets.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign, and it did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Baltimore, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Broncos at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
Now he's free at the 35. And finally marked down at the 23. 56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Pass complete right side to Bowers. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. That's to Bowers once again. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Raiders take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Nix. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going. It's Nix. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jeremy Chinn breaks it off. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And from the 44, here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We can look at this Bronco defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice saying, we know our rating's not that great, and we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league, but there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 5. First down, Las Vegas.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football.
First down.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A run, it's Genty. And he is going to lose yardage here. But Nick Bonito not letting him escape there. He was in instant pursuit off the snap and dropped him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And again, it's Prescott. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll get this out to Genty. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Short throw caught by Bowers. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Again, it's Harvey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35.
They'll go play action with Nix. Rolling to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play fake. Nix. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's another Broncos first and 10.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 9.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
To throw. Here's Nix. Flip throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Nix. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
Captain. Go.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. They run straight ahead with Harvey. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the 2nd half begins with a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bonito. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Prescott to throw it. He's going to air one out. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally stop it as he's down to the 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On play action, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Completes this one to Thornton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
Throwing, Prescott. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bonito bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Prescott. A short throw caught by Bowers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Prescott down. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the 6-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, that's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have moved down in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now it's Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Out to his left. And down inside the 15 he goes. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Harvey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Second down at the 14-yard line.
Throwing Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Nix. Steps away. And is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Donald Parham from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, it's Genty. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
Complete to Matt Collins. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
Hey, kill! 47! Hey, 47! Here go 46!
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Genty. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Prescott. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
It's a gain of 6.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
One of the Jets sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's second down. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. To throw, Prescott. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Raiders first down.
Now Dak. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
And it's 3rd down.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Las Vegas, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
you